Do you guys hear that? That sound of silence. That's the sound of a team that's just lost an important game. A team that knew that they were so close to the final. The sound of the fans as they exit the stadium. The shock, the disappointment. The thought of having to go about their daily lives, knowing that their team isn't in the competition anymore. They were so close to silverware. And now they could possibly be waiting another year. It could be 2. Could be 3. Could even go up to 5 years waiting and waiting until they reach the semi-finals again. Well, that's what's going to happen for Arsenal anyway, because I'm more than confident that this Swansea side will beat them in the second leg of the Europa Cup of the semi-finals and go through to the finals to face either Sporting Lisbon or Tottenham Hotspur. But first, we had a game against Chelsea, top side in the Premier League, as we all know, and we've beaten them before. Could we do it again at home in the Premier League? If we could, there would be an incredible amount of pressure mounted upon Arsene Wenger's shoulders for his Arsenal side to start performing, because if we did, we would only be a point behind them and very close to qualifying for the Champions League. We now only have a matter of 6 games remaining in the league, so there's still a lot of points to be collected there. Still a lot of points to be dropped as well, and we dropped 2 points in this game against Chelsea. Kind of a fair result, to be honest. I mean, neither team put much of a challenge in front of goal all throughout the 90 minutes, so 0-0 I think was fair enough. And there is the league table, a point now behind Arsenal with 6 games remaining. That's right, we had 7 games remaining before we played Chelsea. Now we've got 6 to go, so a lot can happen within those 6 games. We see it in real life as well. But here we have it, guys. This was probably my biggest game I've played with this Swansea team so far in this career mode. Has to be. There's so much riding on it. If we win, we go through to the final of the UEFA Cup. If we lose, obviously we go out and we just have to concentrate on qualifying for the Champions League for next season. But getting through to the final, and that possibility of having to face either Tottenham or Sporting Lisbon. I mean, we've beaten Sporting Lisbon. We've beaten Tottenham. If we could just go all the way now, we're so close to lifting that silverware above our heads. What an amazing achievement that would be for Swansea. It'd be my first trophy as well in this career mode. And Arsenal looking very threatening there. They almost got the opening goal 26 minutes in. Looking very dodgy, but thankfully Vorm was looking lively and collected the ball with ease. And that was the thing with this game. We had to try and sit back. I mean, Arsenal, they were doing their best, and we all know they're a pretty good, solid counter-attacking team. They would most certainly take advantage of that. You know, if they get going and are allowed to play their possession game, keeping hold of that ball for as long as possible. Arsenal, they're like a well-oiled machine, and they need to be thwarted. You know, be there flying the ointment and just make sure that they don't get that chance. So I thought I'd play them at their own game by counter-attacking, and it was Andros Townsend. How lucky did I get there? Seriously. I went for the chip, as I think it was Szczesny that was in goal. Came out to try and intercept. Chipped it over the top, it was Szczesny. And the ball hit the crossbar. Came back out on the rebound, and Townsend was there. So Swansea were 1-0 up, in a good position. As it stood, this Swansea side were going through to the Europa League final, whether it be against Tottenham or Sporting Lisbon. And this moment in time, whilst playing this, I was like, I don't want to throw this away now. Even if it's just 1-0, we are through to the final. I had to bring on some fresh legs and add that extra pace and flair to the game, because my team were just looking tired and ragged. They didn't want to play, even though they were so close to the final. So I introduced the Nathan Dyer and also Jonjo Shelvey. I was contemplating actually bringing on Bonnie, but I thought, well, if Arsenal get back into this game, we're going to need someone like Bonnie to actually still be playing. And taking him off might have given Arsenal a little bit of confidence towards the end of the game, because even though he didn't get on the score sheet for Swansea at this stage, you know, he was causing mayhem for Arsenal's back four. He was in and out, putting himself into some fantastic positions and setting up some great chances, which I failed to convert into goals. And Arsenal with one last attack with 2 minutes added on. It was Wilshere who looked to swing it across, so close to actually connecting with that ball, but it goes out for a goal kick. He was definitely looking for their target man, Diego Costa, and you know what, if the ball had fallen to him, it would have gone in, and this game would have had to gone into extra time and then even penalties. But eventually Ashley Williams clears the ball. I just booted it upfield, just got it out of the area. You know how it is with such an important game. And so Arsenal had an uphill challenge to string together an attack before those final last minutes came to an end. Thankfully the ref blew his whistle before they could get any further forwards. And there we have it, guys. Swansea are through to the final of the Europa League. Who will we have to face? Will it be Sporting Lisbon, or will it be an all-British final against Tottenham? Wow, those two legs against Arsenal really took it out of me. I found, I don't know whether any of you guys have had that on FIFA, you know, when it's such an important game. But anyway, there we have it. There is the tournament tree. Swansea are through. It will be an all-British final. Swansea against Tottenham. What a game that's going to be. We have beaten Tottenham over the course of this career mode. I've beaten Tottenham more than they have beaten Swansea when it came to the Premier League. So if that's anything to go by, then that Europa League trophy is coming to South Wales. Wow, we've come so far. We really have, and I'm just so happy. It's going to be mental, this game against Tottenham. And you know what? I'm going to do something that I did way back in FIFA 13 when I did my Manchester United career there. I'm going to upload the whole game, whether it reaches 20 minutes or not. It's going to be live commentary. It's such an important game. Who would have thought that we would get here at this stage? Seriously, as well as competing for that Champions League spot. We've done so well. We have overachieved this season big time. I thought last season we did pretty well, but seeing that I brought in a couple of players like Townsend and also Huddleston at the start of this season, they've come in and they've helped us so much. They really have, and wow, what a season it has been. But it's not over yet in the Premier League. We still had to turn our focus to this game against West Ham United. We was playing away in East London, and it was Pablo Hernandez that put Swansea 1-0 up from a mistake by Adrian. He looked to pass it to his centre-half Sorensen, but Pablo Hernandez comes in, intercepts it, and just slots that one home. So 1-0 up, and come the second half, I wanted more of the same performance, and it was Sammy Amiobi who got his second goal for Swansea, making it 2-0. Plenty of time to get more, but I'm so impressed with Sammy Amiobi. I know I haven't played him that much this season. I didn't plan to play him that much. But whenever I have, I've really enjoyed actually using him. He does grow to an overall rating of 74, so it's not the best, but it's still a decent player to have in your side as backup, you know, for the squad depth and everything. So I'm just going to keep working with Amiobi, see where we can get, and he was such a bargain as well, if you remember that at the start of this season. I got him for, I think it was 600 or it's £750,000. Brilliant, and he's helped us out a few times come the end of the season. He scored against Stoke. It was an important goal. And as you've seen, he increased our lead to 2-0 against West Ham in this one. We had a free kick, Shelby to take 41 yards out. Bonnie had just come on the pitch and he got himself a goal, making it 3-0 to Swansea. That just sums up his season brilliantly. It was a header again. And it was from such distance. I'm kind of disappointed in Adrian. I thought maybe he would have got a fingertip to that. You know, he's a decent goalkeeper. He should be doing better than that, and I'm sure Sam Allardyce would be pissed about that. I'm just afraid now that because Bonnie's had such a fantastic season, always getting on the score sheet, I'm just afraid now that there's going to be teams like maybe Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, Barcelona that are going to come in the summer now and start offering crazy money for him to sign him up and get him on their team. I'm going to try my best to hold on to him. We could do with him next season, especially if we do get through to the Champions League. We could do with a goal scorer. Obviously, goals win games. So for the time being, we're just going to have to wait and see what happens. Hopefully you guys will stick with me throughout this journey with Swansea. And there we have it. Anyway, that game against West Ham came to an end. 3-0, 3 goals, 3 points. Easy. So here is the league table as it stands after that game against West Ham. With just 5 games remaining, there is still a lot to do, really. Yes, we find ourselves in 4th in the Champions League qualification spot and 2 points above Arsenal. But anything can happen in the Premier League, and it probably will happen, no my luck. But we're just going to have to keep that momentum going. It is the final sprint. 5 games remain in the Premier League and of this season. Anyway guys, that is the end of this video. I do hope that you've all enjoyed. If you have, be sure to smash that like button. If you didn't know already, you can follow me on Facebook and Twitter. The links can be found in the description below. And I will see you all in the next episode. Thanks for watching.